find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
Smashmouth Footballers.
Wait, we got a dream next to the team. Yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call
Introducing.
They know what it is, know what I do.
Nick Tate.
Who don't understand? Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My rings.
Joe Caldero.
Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit
Chad
into
Young.
my shoes. Still I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Full of it, you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah. They know it's true.
Welcome to Smash Mouth Footballers. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
I'm Cadillac.
Hey guys, thanks for all the love. We're up to almost 2,048 subscribers. I can't express the appreciation from everybody out there that watches our channel and subscribes. Y'all are amazing. So we've announced our giveaway, and we have another one coming up. So check out that video about our new giveaway we got going.
Stay engaged with us, guys. We're going to do this all season long.
That's right.
This is the start of week 3 for us, and it's this season has been a roller coaster
Man, it's
of
insane.
disaster and not much, I guess, consistency.
Not much substance, really.
It's no ups and downs. We're still learning who is and who isn't. So,
from last year's results to now, I feel like we're in the upside down because, the top 2 quarterbacks are Baker Mayfield and Derek Carr.
yeah,
Sam Darnold is in the top 5.
That's crazy, right? That boy's still seeing ghosts, and now he's a champ.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I think Mahomes is like 15 or something like that, 18.
yeah. And aside from Baker, the two come from the same offensive system. So this system's just taking everything by storm, and
the 2 teams with the least amount of motion last year
have the most motion this year. Look, Clint Kubiak is a genius.
They're winning.
He is a genius.
If they can keep up this consistency, I can't. Look, it's plus 3,000 for the Saints to win the Super Bowl. I'm putting 100 on it.
Might as well. You know what I'm saying? Like
Alvin Kamara looks like he's reborn.
MVP.
I think a little bit of confidence and just winning has got them boys out the dirt, and Alvin Kamara's putting in the energy again.
I think I read somewhere that the Saints have in the first 2 games of the season have the 4th most points ever in the NFL for 91 points.
The second since 2009, which that Saints seemed to.
So back in 2009, you had 2 teams. Well, it's from here to now. Anybody that crossed the 90 mark, those teams, there was 2 of them. One made 91, one made 93, and now they've made 91 again. All 2 of those teams who went to the Super Bowl that year. So now we're hoping the Saints go.
So let me ask y'all a question. What's your biggest surprise this year?
Biggest surprise.
Be honest, okay? So it's about the Saints. Okay. It's the confidence and the consistency of their play. Derek Carr's out there hitting them in the numbers.
Alontae Taylor has 4 sacks.
Yeah. Lead leader is a corner. Yeah, on blitzes.
It's nuts, man. The teams that you expected all that from ain't doing it, and these guys are smoking.
Vikings, Buccaneers, and Saints are all 2-0.
My surprise is not a player at all or a team. Is how many injuries.
No,
That's me, and that's what I was going to go into next. Is just
I don't know. I've never seen anything like this. I'm 51 years old, and I've never seen anything like this.
So normally,
I think it has to be part of it is the preparation for a 17-game season. They don't have as many preseason games. The players aren't as engaged for the first couple of practices up to the first game.
That's true.
I don't want to say they're not engaged. I just think that's a lot on a player's body to be prepared for 17 games.
Yeah. That's a big number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Also, before we start, I got to admit I was wrong.
Go ahead.
Oh man, I was so wrong. I said that Jared Goff was going to be the top quarterback
And Baker Mayfield's at not having.
Now, remember last year that Tampa 2, Jared Goff tore it to pieces.
Yep.
It's the same defense.
Same team that's playing the same defense.
I don't know what happened. Jared Goff has so many weapons. I don't know what happened.
It may be what you said. Maybe they're trying to get into the flow of things, and they just hadn't had their time to kind of smooth everything up.
Well, I had to play him in one league because Jordan Love was my starter, and I had him. But in the other two leagues, of course, I put Kyler Murray on the bench and put Jared Goff. That was, that
could also go down the fact y'all were wrong because y'all said Dallas was going to win.
Yeah, I did say that. I firmly believe Dallas was going to win.
I'm glad they didn't.
Me too, obviously.
Being a Saints fan.
I mean, I thought I projected the Saints to win, but not by that much.
No.
Did Micah Parsons do anything?
No, he was obsolete. And I mean, you don't know who's getting the ball there.
I know Tolbert was their guy that game.
So, yeah, Jalen Tolbert was. And that brings up some of the questions we have going right now. Let's talk about injuries. We know Tua is out.
Tua is out, unfortunately.
Yeah, we know A.J. Brown's going to miss next game.
Man.
Yep. Cooper Kupp, obviously.
So Devontae Swift is still a thing. He is going to be a thing all season long.
Oh yeah, Devontae Smith's going to be
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, Devontae Smith's going to be a thing. He's got the Saints this week, and I don't know if it's going to be a thing this week. But yeah, I don't know if Jay. I mean, Hurts has been throwing interceptions there. I don't know if that's going to be a thing.
He's my quarterback in our dynasty league.
Who else we got?
Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, they're both hurt.
Yeah, so to me, Demarcus Robinson is the guy to pick up off the waiver wire.
Yeah.
But what do you do? Is Tutu Atwell going to be something? Yeah. Is that Whittington guy going to be something?
Whittington was the one they were making all the noise about. But you got to put your stock in who was number 3 coming in.
Yeah,
I think until something changes.
Robinson. And, if you pick up Whittington, it should be a dynasty league. That's the only way.
Whittington was making all the noise. I don't blame anybody for going to pick him up, but I'll since we're just talking openly waiver wire pickups, I would pick up Robinson.
Yes,
That's who I would go get.
I got to throw the ball to somebody.
Yeah, and a couple more injuries. You still got people that have been out. Kendrick Bourne's been out. Buster Mitchell's been out. We got Deebo Samuel that's going to miss some time. And Brandon Ayuk has not exactly tore up the league this year.
Lit up anything. So.
Here's the thing. I mean, you had McCaffrey out.
Yep.
Right. Now you got Deebo out.
Right.
I mean, these players.
Pearsall's out.
Pearsall's out
because he got shot. And I don't believe in
Juwan. That dude got so lucky. Man.
Yeah. God bless his soul.
So somebody's got to capitalize on that team.
Juwan Jennings is going to capitalize.
I don't think it's going to be Jennings. He's such a great blocker.
So you think Kittle's going to be the guy?
I think it's going to be. I think they're going to have to go back to Kittle, and they're going to have to open that thing back up. But Juwan Jennings is honestly. I think. This is what I think. I think it's going to be the Ayuk show.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have to take that offense and they're going to condense it down a little bit, and I think it's going to turn into the Ayuk show.
I mean, that's what happened last time Deebo went out.
Yeah.
So you're looking like 15 targets.
Probably
more than that.
Probably more than probably about 10 targets a game.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
you got Kittle and him, and
Kittle's a great tight end.
Yeah. And he's tough, man.
You watch him on receiver, man. That boy.
Yeah, that's why I got my newborn respect for him on receiver.
Yeah, me too. Well, tough he was in there. That's a great series. You got a couple tight ends you have out. You have Evan Ingram that's week to week, and he led all tight ends in receptions last year. And you don't. Jacksonville is
apparently Jacksonville's hurting because they lost last week.
Jacksonville's an anomaly.
It's their quarterback.
Their number one wide receiver last year barely sees the field.
I just for everybody at home, I have made my cuts already. And Christian Kirk is cut in 2 of my leagues.
I've cut Christian Kirk.
To pick up DeMarcus Robinson.
Yeah, he had one pass for -4 yards.
I just couldn't do it, man. I can't have someone on the team that I'm going to look at him every week and be like, is this the week? Is this the week?
Definitely. I'm not holding on to him. Waiting for an injury because he's just not that guy. I think. And
Trevor Lawrence is not that guy.
I thought Trevor Lawrence was going to be something, and I think more and more he's looking like a bust.
He got his paycheck, so.
Yeah. I mean, he's at the end of the day, he's going to be a run of the mill, right down the middle quarterback. He's not going to be great.
Who else we got, Chad?
Couple injuries we might want to take a look at. Josh Jacobs is questionable. I think he's going to play. The reason why that's a big deal is because Marshawn Lloyd is backup.
He's on injured reserve,
and AJ Dillon too.
AJ Dillon.
And my roster can't take that. I've lost Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And if I lose him, I lost Pacheco.
Yep.
And if I lose him as my flex, I'm in trouble.
Well, Josh Jacobs should be. If you got Josh Jacobs, he should be playing right now because they only threw the ball 15 times with Malik. So play him. He ran the ball and he's been running the ball on everybody. So
yeah, he's tough, man. He's sitting out because of back issues. But they say it's pretty much resting his back from carrying the whole team.
Yeah, that's what he's doing right now.
Who else we got?
Kenneth Walker's probably going to miss this week with that oblique again. Man. So the Frenchman's going to get his chance one more time. CeeDee Lamb sitting out with an ankle, but they're going to need him to play. Mm-hmm. And that's, since we were talking about waiver wire, you don't know who the number 2 is in Dallas. It's still kind of toss up between the youngster Tolbert and Cooks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tolbert looks really good.
Yeah, and Cooks had the week 1 bomb with the touchdown. So one of them guys is going to be number 2.
Ferguson's supposed to be back. He's questionable.
He's questionable. And they're going to need that.
He's back. He's going to be a threat.
Oh, yeah.
Schoonmaker had a pretty good week last year.
Mm-hmm.
Last week. Mm-hmm. But that was in cleanup time. You don't know what you're going to get. Speaking of other tight ends, Taysom Hill went to the hospital. Mm-hmm. It didn't look like it's serious, but they might sit him out this week. They need him because they've used him. He's been everywhere but filling up the water jugs.
I mean, you not just for fantasy football, but you got to respect that guy. He knows the entire playbook for the running backs, the wide receivers, the tight ends, the quarterback. I mean,
special teams.
How many people in the history of the NFL have ever done that?
Yep. Kickoff return. He's the blocker. We had Josh Palmer, who I never really was high on this year, but he was supposed to be the number 1. He's been dealing with an elbow all year, apparently, which is why his numbers have been down. And then his calf, so now he's back on the injury report with 2 injuries. And you don't know, it's a little too. Quentin Johnson was the number 1 pick last year, and he struggled. He was raw, but the talent was there.
Yeah, he's showing some talent right now.
He went off week 2. I would go pick him up. You got to make a choice between him and Ladd McConkey. I'd ride Ladd McConkey a little bit more, but I keep an eye. I know a lot of people are going to go out there and get him right there. I'm not that guy. I
think Ladd needs a little more time to get that seasoning before he's ready to break out.
Yeah.
They got a heck of a quarterback. He's going to throw the ball.
Yeah, they're going to throw the ball down the field if they can get that play action pagan. And they're getting way more out of their running game than I think they ever thought they were with J.K. Dobbins. So,
man, that dude.
So maybe that opens up
some J.K. Dobbins till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, I mean, it's working.
Hey, if you picked up J.K. Dobbins,
good on you.
Look, you got him late in the draft.
Yeah,
he got some value.
Yep. And you also Rashid Shaheed. If you don't got him, you better go get him. He looks like the viable number 1.
He will probably not be on anybody's waiver wire.
No. Couple surprising things that we were looking at is Tank Dell is not. He's 51 fantasy wide receiver.
Yeah.
And you just think it's a matter of time before he gets it going.
Nico Collins looks like a true one.
Nico Collins is number 3 fantasy wide receiver.
That boy looked vicious out there last weekend, man. He was out there bowling up.
He's my favorite of the 3.
Yeah.
But that team's got so much on their plate, like as far as talent. God,
I don't want to curse Nico Collins, but I have him in 4 leagues.
Yeah.
So I don't want to curse him.
He was just balling and I mean,
he did it last week. He had confidence. He was balling out.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about waiver wire pickups. Is there anybody you like?
So most people are already done with their waiver wire pickups.
I hope so.
Let's go with Pacheco. We never actually covered that as well. So he had a fracture.
Yeah, he's probably out till week 8.
So we're looking at week 8. So you got two options. We got Carson Steele.
Carson, man of steel.
Yep.
And he's been doing good as a number 2. And then we got
Samaje
P. Ryan.
The Chiefs picked up Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, so he's on practice squad.
He's on the practice squad right now. He knows the team. It's close to the same scheme as it was when
if you remember, Kareem Hunt used to be the number 1.
Yeah. But that's many years and many miles ago.
So just keep your eye out on that guy. If you got a spot, where you can stash somebody, it's a good guy to pick up. He may not do nothing.
So this is why I do not pick a kicker or a defense in the draft. I pick them up week to week. Okay, that way I'm not married to them. I don't care who I play. I play against who their opponent is.
Unless
right?
you got the Saints, because apparently them boys stopping everybody.
So what I do is I have no problem dropping my kicker for the week and my defense for the week to pick up, because I did it in every league.
Yeah.
Steal and Hunt.
There you go.
That's the way I play it. And then we'll see what happens, and I'll pick up a kicker and defense right before the game.
Just so you know, Joe has a terrible curse on him. He has so many running backs that get hurt every year.
And every year I have 6 running backs on every team. Yeah. And every for at least the past 4 years, I've lost my number one every year.
Who do y'all like? Would you rather Steele or Samaje Perine?
I would rather
I'd steal over Perine.
If it's a PPR leagues, Perine's going to catch the ball.
Yeah,
and Steele is a hammer. Steele is 100% a hammer.
Steele, I think, is going to be your touchdown vulture. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be a committee, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Clyde Edwards-Helaire also sprinkled in there a little bit.
If he can just get himself right and get back in there, he'll have some time.
Clyde Edwards had that mental issue. He had a mental break.
Yeah. But I still respect the guy. Man.
No, without a doubt.
Yeah. We got
anybody else, Chad?
The Thursday night game. It's going to probably show its face later on, but Ramondre Stevenson is carrying the ball so much, and that look. Let me tell you how anemic that New England offense is.
Terrible.
11 passes went to Hunter Henry, which is someone y'all should be looking to pick up because he got 11 targets. The wide receiver core is getting hardly any. There's no receiver worth even having.
No, they can't get open.
No, Hunter Henry and Ramondre Stevenson's just getting the ball fed to him. I think he's already had 40-something carries in 2 games. He can't do that.
And who's playing those guys this week?
That would be the Jets.
Jets.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think Ramondre Stevenson's going to have a big game this week because the Jets defense that was supposed to be so good is 11th. It's not great right now. So we're only an injury away or given a break with Antonio Gibson becoming something in New England. So it would be worth the handcuff look.
That guy's already proved us wrong once because at the beginning of the season, due to his last season's performance, nobody wanted to touch that guy.
Ramondre Stevenson, no, I did not.
It's no secret. They're putting 8 people in the box, and guess what? New England is ranked 5th in rushing yards.
That's awesome.
With 8 people in the box, and they're not throwing to any receivers. It's going to the tight end. It's going to him.
The offensive line is doing their job.
Yeah, so they're getting points.
Yeah. We saw a up kick. We love Breece Hall. I don't think Breece Hall is have anything to worry about, but another handcuff you may look at is Braylon Allen because that kid looked good.
I did. I have so many running back issues every year that I'm handcuffing my stars with their backup.
Yeah, that should be that Braylon Allen thing, especially after the last game. What do you think he scored 2 touchdowns in the last game? Yeah, and that should be
a bowling ball.
Yeah, that should be something we're going to look at. And if they want to expel Breece Hall and get him some rest during that end zone, they know they got something they can depend on right there. I think this is going to be the week Garrett Wilson bust out. I do think this is going to be against this New England secondary that's been somewhat weak. This has got to be the week Garrett Wilson. They start throwing the ball.
I'm going to tell you, the Jets came out this year talking smack. They talked about all their offense and defense look. They were up on a high horse, and they come out and they look like crap. So it's not that they don't have the talent or the capability or the quarterback or any of that. So now they either need to put up or shut up.
Yeah, it's going to gel. I mean, they're way too talented. It's like the Ravens. I mean, they're going to gel.
Yeah, the Ravens. That's first of all, it was Kansas City and the refs that beat them week 1. Week 2, that's anemic what's happening in the middle. You're going to see Zay Flowers get going this week. You're going to start seeing week 3, week 4. We're going to start seeing the people that we thought we're going to do stuff, start doing stuff. Zay Flowers he got 10 targets first game. He got 11 targets second game. Mark Andrews, like Isaiah Likely, that kind of was a fluke that first game. The second game, we saw Mark Andrews get more involved. I think that's going to happen. We're going to talk more about this as the games come up Saturday.
We're going to come here Saturday for the game Sunday.
Yeah, and we'll discuss more of this as we get closer, so we know more in depth what's going on with the injuries. You got Tua out.
They just signed Tyler Huntley.
Yeah, and then they've always had Skyler, and he looked pretty good a couple years ago in the playoff game. So
he didn't look good the other night.
No, and I don't know what that's something to discuss Saturday with our Tyreek Hill pick and all that. But if you lost Love or Tua, or even if you took a gamble on a quarterback like Mahomes right now or Burrow that's just struggling,
Williams.
Jaden Daniels. Anthony Richardson looked putrid.
Man, he was horrible.
Caleb Williams. You got Derek Carr and you got
Baker Mayfield, maybe.
Yeah.
But hey, I can't believe I'm saying this. Sam Darnold is on everybody's waiver wire still.
On ESPN, Derek Carr still only 43% owned.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
And boy, let me tell you.
Ride him until it doesn't work no more.
Yeah,
That's it.
right.
Hey, look, I mean, just as a backup, maybe you know that it's a hard matchup for your quarterback that you picked, and he ain't doing too hot. Throw him out there.
He's thrown 2 dimes 40 to 60 yards down the field with double coverage and dropped it right in Rashid Shaheed's hands.
Yeah, and Baker, and they're both from the NFC South. So the schedule is going to get easier as the season goes on. This is supposed to be the gauntlet where they're going through with Kansas City, Philadelphia. The same thing. Tampa Bay's going to have these games. So later on, it's going to get easier, and you want easy games down the stretch in the playoffs with your quarterbacks.
All right. So
Thursday's game.
Who we think's going to win?
Jets by man. They're playing. They got to get it together. They got to get it together.
So a touchdown.
10 points.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think more.
You think more?
Yeah, I think more. I think the Jets are gonna. I think the Jets have been kind of humbled. That defense is kind of humble. Sauce Gardner. Then you ain't got to worry about nobody catching the ball. It's up for the tight end. 8 men in the box. They're gonna say, "Hey, you know what? We're too good. We're gonna stop this, and we're gonna use Breece Hall, A-Rod. We're gonna Garrett Wilson, and we're just gonna run this.
We're gonna stop Ramondre Stevenson and make Brissett beat us.
And make Jacoby throw it.
All right, so
it's not gonna work.
I'm going with the Jets by 3. I think they don't make the spread.
Oh, I think it's going to be 17. I like what New England's doing, but that secondary needs some work still.
It's just like all these good teams that aren't doing well now. At some point, they're going to have to separate themselves.
Yep. And that's pretty much my opinion. I mean, you're going to play Ramondre Stevenson. I mean,
you have to.
You have to.
Not with the way he's going, and the Jets defense. I mean, Jets defense has not been what it's supposed to be. So he's already beat people 8 men in the box twice.
Yep.
I mean, if he does it again, then I don't know. He's the 8th fantasy football running back, and he's caught the ball out the backfield. So it's not like he's not going to get his. But
like on my team, I have Evan Ingram. If he doesn't play, I'm going to go pick up Hunter Henry.
Yeah, 11 targets.
I mean, he's deep in people's waiver wire.
Maybe some guys in your league picked up Jake Ferguson and dropped him because he's been hurt.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity for you to get a little steal out of that. You take him, and even if he don't play this week, you stash him.
Keep him.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at. This is and it's a Thursday game, and Thursday games traditionally have not been that great, and it's,
so we're looking for low scoring points.
Yeah, I think it's going to be low scoring. Even if the Jets even jump out big, then they're just going to run the ball, and you might see
some Breece action.
Yeah.
Braylon Allen.
You might see some Braylon Allen if they jump up high. Save Breece.
Got to save him, man.
Yeah,
there's too many injuries going on.
Yep. And
the NFL's drinking some water and everybody getting hurt.
Yeah, there's 2 huge waiver. I've been on all my leagues, ESPN, Yahoo, and Sleeper, and every time I look, it's Alec Pierce, and I know week 1 I said I don't think it's sustainable. Week 2 he caught another touchdown. It was a bomb, but Anthony Richardson. And I think it's part of the reason Michael Pittman struggled so much this year is because Michael Pittman is a possession receiver.
Yeah, he's either a long throw or it's nothing.
It's either a long bomb or it's nothing. And Pittman's not going to get those. And I'm not ready to go pick him up yet because Josh Downs is supposed to be coming back this week.
Yeah,
and Josh Downs traditionally has been that guy.
Okay, well, we're going to see.
Yep, we're going to see. And the other pick that everyone's been on is Andre Acevedo for the Bengals. He had 2 touchdowns last week, and everybody's been trying to ride him and saying he's going to be the next big thing.
No. T. Higgins is coming back.
T. Higgins is coming back.
So
yeah,
you saw Gesicki was a thing.
Yeah.
I would rather Gesicki than Yosefov.
Yeah, me too. I don't care about the 2 touchdowns. I don't.
No.
Because I'm gonna tell you, man, when T. Higgins and Chase was out there, that took a lot off of Chase, and he has a connection with Burrow just like Chase. Now they played for so long. I'm not saying that guy won't get a couple touches or whatever, but I think T. Higgins comes back and puts his star on it.
Joe B, get out of your head, man. Joe Burrow made a bad
and dye your hair back normal.
Yeah, he's got to. Come on, man.
That dude's way too talented to be playing like he's playing.
Yeah. So this is just a couple things that we've been noticing and observing, and our thoughts about the Thursday game. Just Saturday when we have more up-to-date information with injuries and lineups, and we do a little bit more data crunching.
We're going to do some waiver wire pickups. We're going to let you know who's out there at the last second, just in case you need that guy.
Yeah, if there's any kind of injuries between now and as soon as Sunday as we can tape this and get it out to you.
I hope not.
Is there anything Sunday you're looking forward to?
Saints.
Game-wise?
I want to see these guys.
Saints versus Philadelphia.
I want to see a shootout, and I want to see the Saints win again.
Okay.
I want to watch the Rams beat the 49ers.
That's going to be tough.
It's going to be
because their offenses.
Everybody's hurt on them 2 teams.
Yeah, that's just.
I mean, that's why. I mean, I'm not saying they will.
Yeah.
I would like to see Matthew Stafford show that he can bring other players in, even though Nakua is out, even though Kupp's out, he can still win. So I want to see him do that. I'm not saying he will. I hope he does.
That Rams secondary has been so porous, though. I hope it doesn't come down to that. At least let's let the players play, and it's not just a porous defense. Because I mean,
Stafford's the forgotten man. You know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm looking forward to somebody I think is going to struggle. I think Tampa Bay is going to blow out that Denver game, but I want to see Mike Evans against Patrick Surtain. I think Surtain has become the best corner in the league. He's passed up Sauce Gardner, and I want to see the old man versus the new cat on the block to see that matchup.
If it's a blowout, do you think Bucky Irvin separates himself more?
I definitely think that the Rashad White time's coming to an end. Yeah. It's up for the PPR leagues. Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's what there's a couple things that I want to watch in that game. One is if Mike Evans gets shut off, what happens in the slot? If what happens with Rashad White versus Bucky Irvin, and if Sean Payton can get anything done in Denver. I mean, the secondary's been good, but it's against everybody but tight ends. Mm-hmm. So you might be looking at a K-Dot and just parade. So that's really what I'm looking forward to.
Or Dallas and the Ravens, see who can
get off the schneid.
Yeah.
Somebody got to get off that bench.
Somebody's got to play. So, all right. Well,
all right. So this concludes our episode. Until next time, I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldera.
I'm Chad White.
And we're out.
Smash Mouth Footballers.
Welcome to Smash Mouth Footballers. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldera.
I'm a Chad White.
Hey, so this right here, just trying to give away some more memorabilia. Man, y'all reached our goals. Y'all exceeded our goals tremendously. We were looking to get 750 subscribers. We're at 2,048 subscribers.
Man, we're so appreciative. We're going to keep on going.
Yeah. So we got a new giveaway, right? Let's start off with our merch. I mean, we're still in that process of that. For every $5 you spend in our merch store, and you get some awesome products, you'll either get this Devin White signed mini speed helmet from Tampa Bay, authenticated by Beckett, or you're going to get this Funko Pop Boba Fett, and it's also signed and authenticated from our friends over at Pristine Auction. But for every $5 you spend in the store, you get you get a great product, and two, your name goes in a hat to win one of these items.
I got on the shirt right now.
Yep. And I got on a Ranger green, and it's got a black emblem, and it's got the big logo on the back. Hats, love the hats.
Yeah, and I'm always supporting the tumbler. It's great for holding cold adult beverages.
And my boy Chad likes some adult beverage. All right, so let's go on with our next jersey giveaway, right? So at 3,500 subscribers, we're going to give away three Tajay Spears signed and authenticated jerseys, and one Jackson jersey from the Chargers when he was on the Chargers, and it's also going to be signed and authenticated. That's going to be 4 winners at 3,500 subscribers.
Right.
At 5,000, guys, 5,000 subscribers, we're going to give away another Kyrene Williams signed and authenticated jersey, along with 3 mystery boxes.
4 in all.
Okay. We don't know what's in these boxes.
Have no idea.
Nope.
Okay. All we know is that 2 of them are signed and authenticated jerseys, and 1 is a signed football.
Thank you, Pristine Auction.
That's right.
Yeah.
So they're all going to be done, signed by highly rated NFL players. It could be anywhere from Justin Jefferson to, anybody.
Any of them. And it's just 52 plus.
So
that's the fun of those mystery boxes. You don't know what you got.
Yep. So we're gonna select winners for that as well. Help us out. Tune into our channel, man. Look, when you like and subscribe, so that's how we're gonna pick our winner this time, right? So we went for subscribers. That's what we're looking for, and also we're looking for some feedback. So not only do you need to subscribe and like some of our videos, you also need to comment. So we're gonna pick those winners for all those items out of the comments section. So anybody that comments on any of our videos starting today until we reach our goals, we're going to use those names to randomly select a winner.
Right.
Yep. We just selected 5. We got more coming up. We appreciate the community, the family, the friends, the support. Please comment if you want to make a video, if you want to shout out. We welcome all correspondence, positive, negative. We welcome topics you'd like for us to discuss. We want to be very interactive. At some point, we'd love to go live. And we can't do this without y'all. So please continue us going. We've broken glass ceilings, and we just want to thank you all out there.
It started out as just a hobby.
Yep.
We love fantasy football. We've been playing it for years and years. Yep. We decided one day we wanted to do this.
Here we are.
Here we are.
We put in a little data, and we try to give you
put in a little work and take the time every day to do this, to do the research and studying and.
Yep. Thank you all out there.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, guys. Until next time, I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldera.
I'm the Chattelite.
And we're out.
Smash Mouth Footballers.